Hello duckies, welcome to my first ever Genshin video. For this video I'm just gonna clear the new Spiral Abyss that just came out. We got some new enemies, so that'll be interesting. I gotta figure out a few new strategies and everything since we had the repeat for a while. So, but anyway, the main idea that I want to do is actually do like live streams of explorations of new areas, specifically of Sumeru when it comes out, but that's not until hopefully the patch after 2.8. So in the meantime, I'm just going to do a Spiral Abyss video every time it resets to try and get some interest in this channel. Hopefully there will be some interest in this channel. If you want to make suggestions, if you like what I do, if you want to make suggestions, by all means. But let's just get started for now. So we're doing Spiral Abyss, and as you can see, I cleared it fully last time. I'm usually capable of clearing it last time. New blessing. That word escaped me there for a second. This isn't supposed to be like a run-through of how I do it. I'm just going to be chatting in general while I do it, because otherwise it might be boring. But I will point out a few things. So for like floors 9 and 10, for example, they're the same. They've been the same. They don't really change that much. And so I just use a very similar team most of the time, and that's like for floor 9 in this particular case, it's a grab 'em up team. So you got the Venti and you got the Venti in part 1, and then you've got Kazuha in part 2 to just kind of grab everybody up. And you notice I switched the team roster because I wanted Kiki's or Chi-Chi's, I can never remember how to say her name, it's Chi-Chi, spinny thing to kind of swirl around him while he does his jump ability. Yeah. You can tell I'm very bad at this. I'm very new. I apologize. Does anyone else hate, by the way, this electro ring that you aren't supposed to exit, but you can really exit it if you want to, but it's there and you just kind of feel like you're supposed to stay in it even though it really doesn't matter? I kind of find that annoying. But anyway, yeah, there's Venti. This is a pretty easy setup. It's just a lot of AoE damage from Venti's tornado. Just, you're proccing lightning from A, you're proccing water damage from Kokomi, you're proccing geo damage from Ilbedo. It's just a lot of damage in general. And here comes the great finisher. Boom. Love that animation, by the way. This is the entire clear, and I don't break up the video for when I do fail, and I do fail like 2 or 3 times, just stupid mistakes. But yeah, so it's just me beating the crap out of all these very, very weak enemies.
As one with wind and cloud.
And you see, mistakes. I run into a giant bubble. I miss his jump ability because stupid teleporting mages. I could have sworn I just ran into another bubble, but whatever.
Crumble.
Let me scry.
Yeah. Floors 9 and 10 are really just give-me's. I don't remember why I just kind of sat there for a little while. Maybe I was checking something.
Time for takeoff.
There is no escape.
A freshman.
You see all the pretty numbers bouncing all over the place.
moment of birth.
Shine down. Ha, ha. Now
But yeah, like I said, if you have any recommendation, if you like what I do, sorry for the long pauses, just not necessarily thinking of anything important to say. But if you
I will have
like
order.
what if you like my video, like future videos, which I hopefully will be more improved with, make suggestions. I'm game for mostly anything.
Let me scry.
Quake.
Time to go.
I kind of wish there was more stuff to do besides just Spiral Abyss for Endgame. I mean, it's nice to get the rewards and all that, but it is a little boring. And look, the ring is getting smaller.
delved into death.
You may notice I'm not exactly the most efficient at using his abilities. Like, I did a wind thing there earlier that had no elemental
Quake.
absorption in it, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just forget to play as effectively as you want. And when really doesn't matter, because I'm at 8:20 something right now and I got 5 minutes, so it doesn't matter. The trio of dum-dums.
Wheel of life.
Shadows of fate.
This is order.
See, that might have been a bit excessive to end on, but I like his giant rock of death. What is this one? This one is... oh, yeah, the giant Lala Trolls.
There is no
Allow me.
Coming to be. Witness my
I will say that the biggest problem with Venti's elemental burst is that it's just so easy for the big things to just walk out of it, which is so annoying.
Time for takeoff.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I guess that can be said for most of the stuff like even Kokomi, or not Kokomi's, what's her name? Ayaka. But still,
Master?
it's kind of annoying. It's the stupid mages of electricity, and they don't go knock up. Dang it.
Life goes on.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Order guide you.
Yeah, that's pro gamer ability right there. Just standing there waiting for the CD to go to
Decided
finish,
on
not trying to fight anything. Just stand there and wait. Just wait.
I will have order.
You know, that buff of the damage buff from Mona's elemental burst is kind of ridiculous sometimes. Again, you know, we have floor 10. Still pretty easy. Still have a lot of gather them up situations, but it ends with the two Abyss monsters, the Abyss Lecter and the Abyss Herald, and I do things very weird with them. Well, at least I do things that are weird with the Abyss Lecter. I was having to debate which one I wanted to do, but I figured I'd go with Albedo just for the hell of it.
Think you can get away?
I will say this part is annoying in that they're so scattered you can't quite
Delved into
grab everyone, and
Nice.
please ignore the fact that Mona just got her butt handed to her, because that was really kind of stupid. I recently only got Ayaka, which was very annoying with the Abyss Lecter, because ice, you know, works best for breaking his shield, and it was just annoying as all get up trying to find different ways to break it without Ayaka's constant cryo damage.
Time for takeoff. Let me scry. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Yahoo!
So what do you all think Subaru is coming out soon, hopefully, and so do you think they're going to introduce a Dendro Abyss Mage? That'd be interesting. Anyone, what do you think they're going to do? I mean, like, we got the Electro Ring from the Electro Abyss Mage when Inazuma came out, so what do you think a Dendro Abyss Mage is going to do?
Order guide you.
Burst forth.
I
Feel this ancient power.
have a feeling there's going to be some sort of a poison mist effect, but that might just be me going off Electro Slimes, or not Electro Slimes, not Dendro Slimes.
A touch of frost.
I will have order.
And Giant Rock.
Live. Moment of birth.
You might have noticed that Albedo doesn't really do a lot of AoE, or not AoE, auto attack damage. I kind of specialized him in defense just a wee bit. But hey, it works out.
Think you can get away?
See, I always like doing this. This is just mean.
Whirling snow. Sakura swirl.
And that was excessive.
Go and splash! Barbados, guide us.
And that was me pushing the wrong button. I was meaning to switch to Zhongli and then use his instead of using hers. But it works out in the end. It's not like it's gonna hurt anybody.
Witness my great undertaking.
This
Although
is
it
order.
might have been able to do it this a wee bit faster before the gunner got his
Swift and merciful.
shield, but it doesn't matter because,
Coming to be.
well, as you can see, you just blast him through without an issue. Personally, Zhongli is my favorite character. He's my best character. I don't know about what of you guys, who your favorite character is. If you have a favorite character, by all means, give me a tell. I personally like Zhongli. I like all the Archons, but Zhongli's my favorite. So this is how I do the Abyss Lecter. It's just gather him up and freeze him as much as I can because, well, he's annoying and an energy vampire and is obnoxious. I used to deal with him with, when they first came out, I used to deal with him with Zhongli and just constantly
Fate is upon you.
petrified him. But when they when they did heralds and lectors in different parts of the floor, I had to make a decision, and I found the heralds jumping around far more annoying than the energy consumption of the lector. So, but yeah, no, as you can see, very, very quick with Ayaka and her freeze. So this is how I do the herald, and it's a little weird because a lot of people are the advice that's given is to use electro to get through his water shield, and I have always found that to be not as helpful as using cryo. Mostly because cryo, if you use cryo, you can keep him in place, and he's an exceedingly jumpy character. But I also just found that cryo did better at breaking it than Electro ever did. I don't know why. And specifically, it's for anyone who's wondering, it's the shatter reaction of Geo plus cryo. It's just like breaking through
Forth, my
pretty
blade.
quickly. So that's how I do it. It keeps him in one place. It means I don't have to chase him all over frickin' creation. Alright, so this is the new one. And I had written down, and the little delay is me grabbing the piece of paper. I had looked it up beforehand, and I had written down what I was going to do to try and figure it out. They're trying to, and that's what we get. I had forgotten that it was a defend first, like defend the little monument. Otherwise, I might have brought Kazuha, for the gather up, but it worked out in the end anyway, because
Let me scrub.
Mona has a taunt.
I will have order. Quake.
Illusion shattered.
Let's light it up.
And we can just do everything.
Gather.
I'm going in.
Torn to oblivion.
The Booba sword. Who doesn't love the Booba sword?
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Teamwork is dream.
Delve into destiny. Shine down. Now you shall perish.
I don't know why I switched to Zhongli there for a second, but whatever. Also, I have a tendency to overkill a wee bit. I probably didn't need to use her elemental burst, but whatever. And huzzah for the gather up.
By ordinance divine. Take flight.
Hold the line.
Yeah, probably could have done that in a more efficient manner. I could have gone Kokomi and then Ayaka. Probably would have been just as fine.
Surrender.
But it's
Think you can
fine.
get away?
It's not that difficult, and I'm still at like 90-something% on the monument, so it works out.
Obey.
I do like Shinho, the fact that Shinho is like the queen of cryo support, of supporting cryo characters specifically. Like
Time for takeoff.
her icy, what were they, quills? Was very useful. I'm very glad to have both her and Ayaka on the team. It's very nice. Look at that. Like a 2k bonus when her icy quills are active. Alright. You'll notice I don't really care too much about the, what are they, the little, the
There is no escape.
Everybody stand back.
benedictions.
This is order.
I think they are.
Enough
The buffs you get at the beginning of each round, because they don't really matter. At least not in not until floor 12. They don't matter.
Rise.
And this is called luck because I managed to get the cryo abyss mage and the lol churl at the same time with that Zhongli alt. I'm sorry, I call it sometimes I call it alt elemental burst. What's this one?
Think you
Let's
can
try
get
to
away?
remember. Yes.
By ordinance divine.
I love this. Just frozen. Just frozen. No chance. Just freeze them to death. So does anyone remember when the first time these things came out? They were such a pestilential pain in Spiral Abyss because they had that moment where if you didn't kill them fast enough, they'd like do a buff on themselves and they wouldn't be able to be like knocked up or grabbed or anything, and it was such a pain because I needed Zhongli in the other thing, and so I didn't have a really good way to lock them down, and I didn't want them teleporting all over the place, so I had to come up with this like weird rotation with Venti and Jean and Mona that would just lock them in, that just kept them constantly CC'd, and if I made one mistake, I'd have to restart. It was such a pain. I'm glad that's over with.
Delved into destiny.
And look, we have the Dudleys. Nope, and
Order guide you.
That is the one problem I have with Zhongli's pillars. They are just way too easy to accidentally start climbing up.
Decided by destiny. Now you
Also,
perish.
on the concept of me being not particularly efficient, my Zhongli can summon 2 pillars, as you probably noticed, and I'm not very good at remembering to summon both of them.
Quake.
Shadows of fate. There is no escape.
You may have noticed that my Zhongli is C6. I don't regret that, no matter what anyone says. It's expensive as hell, but I don't regret it, because it is very, very helpful. The healing from his Jade Shields is very
Order
helpful.
guide you.
And being able to put shields on when I ult is also very helpful.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Like, I have a friend who used to play, and I used to play his account to, like, help him out when he was busy and couldn't get something done, and I felt the difference. The not having not being able to put shields on
Transfiguration.
was just
Do
annoying.
your master's bidding.
With the elemental bursts. It was just so annoying. So, if you were wondering, the reason I backed up is because I remembered that this was more than just the lol churl, and I thought it would be him plus some other things.
Transfiguration.
Or her. It could be a her. Anyway. And so, yeah, it's the Fishops.
Think you
And
can
I
get
was
away?
trying to gather them all up, but, you know, they
Cryo
weren't
incarnate.
actually.
Allow me.
Whirling snow.
This is just mean.
Sakura swirl.
So the one thing I like most about Kokomi versus Mona, because they both have the elemental skill where they summon a water construct that goes plosh, plosh, splosh, is that Kokomi's lasts longer and regenerates energy each time it ticks, as opposed to Mona, which only does it at the very end, which is kind of annoying. But, okay, so, floor 12. I do floor 12 in sections. I get the 3 stars on part 1, then I leave, reset my team, and get the 3 stars on part 2, then I leave and get the 3 stars on reset the team and get the 3 stars on part 3, which is kind of cheating, but it's built into the game, so hey, whatever. I just don't want to try and come up with a perfect team that works for all the floor. It's just a waste.
Shine down.
So
Embrace the ice.
this team is all about gathering up stuff.
Evidence of the
I actually think, if I remember correctly, I killed them too slowly, so I actually have to restart. Yeah, I think I restart this. I think I restart floor 1, part 1, because it's just I kill these whopper things a wee bit too slowly, and it kind of like bites me in the butt later.
My apologies. Torn to oblivion.
I think that kind of whiffed. Looked like that whiffed.
Let's play. Allow me.
Shine down.
So,
Time for takeoff.
assuming they're going to do like more whopper flowers, we've got the pyro one, we've got the cryo one, and we have the electro one.
Soretsu. Inazuma shines eternal.
What do you think the others? What do you think the other people? What do you think the other whopper flowers are going to do? Like, what is a flower going to do?
Illusion
And what's it
shattered.
going to look like? Well, it's going to look green, obviously, but it's just that also seems slightly redundant. It's a whopper flower that uses flower power. It's just anyway. As you can see, I'm like at 8 minutes and
Shine down.
probably less than 10. Yeah, 8 minutes 9, 8, 8 minutes 8. When I finish, so I don't actually have enough time to kill the 2 rune constructs.
Everybody stand back.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
As you may have noticed, Bennett has the physical damage sword, which isn't exactly good for his kit in general, but it is the highest base attack sword that I have, and with his attack bonus from his elemental burst attack bonus, base attack bonus is the only thing that matters. So I put it on him. It works out. It's fine. He doesn't need to do damage. He's just there to be a power boost.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Cascade.
Okay, so as you can see, I got like 20 seconds left. It's not enough time.
I will have order.
I'm going in.
Supporting fire.
Alright, this is where I notice I don't have enough time, so I restart. Alright. Now, this time I'm much quicker at clearing out these Whopper flowers.
Illusion shut.
Time for takeoff.
Even if it doesn't hit, it's still nice. I swear that whiffed. That looked like it whiffed.
Let's play. Here we go.
Shine down.
There's always that one enemy that just persists
Get
annoyingly.
away.
Sakura swirl. Illusion shattered.
Hold the line. Torrent, bring refuge.
Not sure why I decided to use her, but it works out.
Brace yourselves.
Torn to oblivion.
As you can see, much more efficient. I'm
Time for takeoff.
850 something.
Allow me.
Gonna finish probably before 8:30. Yeah,
Embrace the ice.
probably before 8.
There is no escape.
Yes. Much more efficient.
Everybody
Oh.
stand back. Huh?
It looked like I finished before 8:40.
I got you covered.
Does anyone else like look at the way he does his sword thing? Doesn't it just look like he's glitching out? Or is that just me?
Solidify.
Maybe I'm just weird.
The depths beckon.
I'm going in. Ow.
This is just annoying. Look at that. Beautiful. Wonderfully set up.
Huh?
Nothing. Go stand there and no. I was hoping he would jump back to me, but no.
Crumble. Check this out. I will have order. Here's Becca.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
If you're wondering, Bennett has the Millilith set, so elemental skill plus 20%, and Zhongli has the Noblesse, so I get 20% plus 20%. Yay, more damage. And I accidentally exit out. This is a surprisingly long part. So, like, getting up to 12 is half of the video itself, and then the rest of it is floor 12. That's ridiculous. This is me checking because when I went into Chamber 1, I forgot for like half a second what was coming next when I switched to the second team. So this is me just checking for part 2 so that I remembered. Had mental preparation because, you know, I had the teams written down that I was going to use, but I didn't write down what the enemies were. And so you're going to watch me clear floor 1 again. Woohoo! It's 3 times. See it 3 times. You know, the lore for Hu Tao is that she's a prankster in Liwa, but I don't know if any of you have noticed. I don't think she's that much of a prankster. She seems relatively sensible. Maybe a little bit overly zealous on the advertisement, I'm sure, but she's the only one who's, most of the time, she's the only one who says anything sensible in the situation. Poor overworked Jean.
Fire it up. One with nature.
Go as one. Go. Cross over.
I don't really use her elemental burst that often because I don't want the healing, and generally so you've possibly noticed that another reason I'm not particularly efficient is because I always have a healer in the party, and that's just so I can be a little lazy. So you know, even if I don't need a healer, I'll have one. And now that was just me being smart and clever and knowing that her her dot would kill that thing, so run to the other side of the freaking map and get to the annoying bishops.
Wind strategy.
See, she's healed all the way back to full again. Her and Shinobu with their 50% needing to be 50% HP to be fully efficient is very weird. Kind of annoying and very nerve-wracking. I remember when I first started playing Hu Tao, it was very nerve-wracking trying to keep myself from healing her constantly because I didn't like having her low. Gotten over it now, but whatever.
Illusion shattered.
This is order.
I don't know why I switched to Kiki to do that, but whatever.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Ha! Shine down.
I will have order.
I remember when rune graders were terrifying.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Now they're just kind of a joke. I actually do remember the first time I found a rune hunter. I was like level
Order guide you.
10 across all my characters, and I did horrible damage to it, and it took me about an hour to kill it. And I refused to leave, and I had people, I was playing with friends, I was chatting with friends, and we were in Discord, and I put up the stream of me beating it, fighting it, and they just sat there and laughed at me because I just would not leave. I would not leave until that stupid rune hunter was dead, and it took for frickin' ever.
Clouds high.
Now I can just wipe them out in like 10 seconds max if I have the right team. It's kind of ridiculous. Huzzah for power creep. That's not really what power creep is, but yeah, I know. Where is that thing? As you can see, Hu Tao's damage without her elemental skill active is abysmal. And that's exactly how I want her to be, because I like the amusingness of it. You'll also notice that she quits quite often, because I have her crit at crit rate really high. Like,
Wind strategy.
Here's Becca.
stand there and wait, and boom. And dead. Alright, other side. What was this one again? Oh, the samurai. God, I hate the samurai. God, I hate the samurai. It's not just because he's mobile. It's because of this. This right here. The fact that you have to wait, like,
My will
5
and
seconds before you can even attack him.
now you
And
shall
on a
perish.
timed trial. That is obnoxious. Utterly and totally annoying.
Gather.
But, you know, I've got 8 minutes to kill this stupid thing, so it
Obey.
works out fine. And this is me being stupid, because normally what I do when it comes to the samurai is I try to back him into a corner so he's not as jumpy, and as you notice, I
shines eternal.
Shunhood through him, which kind of made that a little difficult. But it worked out. Because A is
Sacred name.
a literal
Fortune
terrifying
preserver.
goddess.
Illusion. Oh.
Stabilize.
Transfig.
Order guide you.
Boom, 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 boom.
Now you shall perish.
Excessive, but it's fine, because I'm going to exit out. I remember when I first started playing that I focused so much on making people's elemental bursts as powerful as possible. I've kind of shifted away from that now, not by much, but I have. I like that her elemental burst is just so ridiculous. Okay, so this one was the one I was most scared of, and I put scared in air quotes here. But that, it turned out to be, like, not at all terrifying, because I misread the enemy, and I'll explain when I get there. That was me looking for Sarah. Oops, that was me banging against my table. Here we go again. Yay, clear.
For retribution. I will have order.
And it completely whiffed. Stupid frickin' whopper flowers. I'll say the annoying part of doing pyro against an electro whopper flower is that if you break the shield with pyro, just you send them all over flipping creation. So, like, I could, on the concept, I bring a healer all the time, and it's just so I can be lazy. Like, if I take excess damage and stuff, I can heal it up and not have to worry too much about my characters being low, that they get plowed by, like, one attack if I make a mistake. But, as you can see, I could have been more efficient if instead of bringing Kokomi, I brought, like, Ningguang or Albedo or somebody, and then I would have had double elemental resonance buffs. I would have had the Geo one and the Pyro one. It would have been helpful. But it's fine. It works out. It's not that bad. I still kill things. Just a little slower. It's fine.
Rise.
I already got the
This is
I
order.
already got the 3 stars. It doesn't matter. That's the thing about this game. It is relatively easy once you know what you're doing, and even though there are plenty of buffs and stuff that you can give yourself, you don't necessarily need all of them.
Torrent, bring refuge. Hold the line. See?
I'm sorry if there's any like weird sounds or anything. I'm not stopping whenever something happens, so just sorry. Okay, and look, it's the stupid rune constructs again. Hello.
No turning back. Shine down.
And that was me being a little wonky. Boom, boom.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I missed one elemental burst, but that's okay, because this stupid thing's gonna die. So,
There is no escape.
there's a lot of complaints that Electro isn't the best of the elements, which is fair enough, it's not.
Now
But
you shall perish.
Has anyone noticed that most of its elemental reactions are actually the AoE ones? Like, you've got
Illusion shattered.
Pyro and Electro is
Flash.
oh crap, I can't remember the name. What is the name? It's the big explosion. There was me accidentally leaving for some unknown reason. Overload. Overload, there we go. Overload is the big explosion, and you got the big explosion. You've got Electro plus Hydro, you get
Uphill battle.
Electro charged, and that's jumping AoE. And then you get Superconduct, which is the interesting one because it does more damage the more people are hit by it, which is kind of interesting. So there's like a lot of AoE components with the Electro element, but it's not really useful because it doesn't do a lot of damage. Like, and it can't crit or anything like Vaporize or Melt, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. It just seems like there's a reason why it's not as good because it has a lot of AoE component. Maybe that's why. I'm guessing. It's like they've used it more. They didn't want to make it too overpowered because it does a lot of extra damage. And see, like, what just happened with Hu Tao, under normal, used to scare the crap out of me. Just, like, her being that low is just not pleasant for me. Okay, so this is me trying to get some elemental energy back so that I can bring full, what do you call them? Full elemental bursts into the final fight. And kind of doesn't work out as well as I wanted to because of this fight.
There is no escape.
Here's backup.
Torn to oblivion.
I don't know why I didn't do Bennett's, but anyway. Overload.
Off we go.
Bennett has, like, the most HP, so he can tank the scary boom boom. Scary slash attacks.
Illusion shattered.
Glory to the Shogun! Everybody stand back! Huh?
Supporting fire.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Oof. That beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 200k crit. Now this is the problem. This is where it kind of bites me in the butt what I was trying to do.
Strike!
So I could have healed A, but I didn't,
Shine down.
because I wanted to have Bennett's
Quiver!
elemental skill,
Ha.
and,
Let's
well,
line it up!
takes too long. Wait, is this it? Yeah, there it is. Takes too long, and I end up getting her killed. And look at how little health he had left. If I had played that smart, I would have just gone on. But no, I had to be difficult and switch to A. Anyway, I'm being grumpy. So we kill these things again. I am so glad that we're out of the Hydro Mimic era. That was so annoying. Stupid things. Honestly, I find it annoying whenever there's enemies I can't corral, and those, like with Venti or Kazuha or even Ayaka, but whatever. Stupid slime.
Let's move out.
Crumble. I will have order. Rise.
This is much more efficient. So you'll notice I'm trying to weave in auto attacks, whether I do or not is, but I'm trying to weave in auto attacks with Diluc, or Diluc, just pronounce his name right, because he's C6, and so supposedly it makes, based on that it makes him stronger, but I'm not always 100% successful. I've been trying to get better at it. So a lot of people bitch because they keep getting Kiki or Chi-Chi. Anyway, when they
No escape.
Teamwork is
are trying for somebody on one of the event banners, and that's not me. No, I got Diluc. I got a whole lot of Dilucs. Oh, he's my strongest of the 5 starting
Illusion shattered.
5 stars of the basic 5 stars, because technically Venti came out with them too. But anyway,
Don't get too close.
of those, he's the strongest because he's got the most constellations. He's also got the strongest weapon, if we're being perfectly honest. The Wolf's Gravestone is a bit overpowered.
Fire it
See,
up.
what Toma just said, stop it, is my general opinion of this stupid samurai. Just stop it with the hitting and the slashing and the bouncing and the ridiculousness. And you notice that I used A's Elemental Burst because I just didn't want to deal with it. But, you know, it's A. So even though I don't get it back, I'll get it back. So this is the part where I was a little concerned. I was like, oh, it's going to be the stupid bishops from Inkanomiya, and then I get in here and no, it's
Retribution.
these things.
This is order.
I was a little disappointed, actually. But no, they're not particularly problematic, and I might have over thought how dangerous it is. And this is why you should always read the names instead of just going based off pictures. Because I was just going based off pictures. That said, though, I do actually end up having to do this floor twice because I make boo-boo. And I take too long to kill these things, too. Which, I say they're easy, and they are easy. It's just, I need to be more efficient with dealing with them. But, hey, look, there's the perpetual machine. The annoying-ass perpetual machine.
Everybody stand back.
The cubic, what is it, Rubik's Cube boss.
Torn to oblivion.
See, it just takes too long for her to get her burst back there, and I kind of wear out Venti.
Glory to the Shogun.
What the heck is a Venti? Bennett's
Now
elemental
you shall
burst.
perish.
Yeah. And this is the Bobo. I let myself get AoE to death from all the different
Torn to oblivion.
things. We got the Death Ball. We got Laser. Yeah, gunshots.
The mortal
Just bad combination. And I was stupid and didn't want to use Bennett's Elemental Burst because I wanted to save it for the Perpetual Machine. So just remember, everyone,
I will have order. Quake.
don't make stupid mistakes. Kill things
Go!
efficiently.
Go! Hold the line.
Get the two in. It's that last one. His last auto attack, or normal attack, auto attack, you know what I mean. It's so slow. But anyway, kill these a lot more efficiently, give myself a little wiggle room. And hello, Perpetual Machine.
Strike! There is no escape.
I'm going in.
Storm the front.
And I was a little too quick on that one. And I remember sitting here, like, just standing there waiting, like, what is taking so long for this stupid elemental burst to recharge? And it finally recharged after everything went away.
Now you shall perish.
And then it whiffed. Freaking whiffed. Kinda needed that wiggle room. I do like that Sarah is like the perfect support for A. Not just because it makes sense lore-wise, but just because, hey, look, I increase critical of Electro, and I make energy regen easier, and I make all these pretty, and I make attacks stronger, and just very helpful.
Inazuma shines eternal.
And so this is me somewhat learning from my mistake and just
No turning back. Everybody
using
stand
her
up.
elemental burst and dealing with it because she's A, and I get it back
Shine down.
pretty dang quickly.
Torn to oblivion.
Even managed to get through, get it right before it resets.
Illusion shattered. Flash.
So I tried multiple different elemental combinations with this, and I found that Pyro was the more effective. Like Overload was more helpful than Superconduct and Electrocharged, because I used to try using A and Child together, and it just didn't work out particularly well. But yeah, well, that's my clear of Spiral Abyss. And this is me checking to see what artifacts I got, and I can just clear out to make. I've already seen what those were. I didn't look at them. I looked at them when I got them. But I wish that you could see what the artifacts were when you do this, but you can't. Oh, maybe you can now. No, you can't. It just tells you what the thing is. But let's see. We got blue feather, purple flower, and crap, double crap. Not bad. That one's actually pretty good. Hopefully the final stat isn't going to be crap whenever I do something with it. But yeah, this Spiral Abyss, I'm going to try to do live stream of the summer, or I'm going to try to upload a video of me exploring the Summer Islands when it comes out in 2.8. If you like this, by all means, please subscribe and comment and give me ideas if you have any video ones. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching.